Hello, and welcome to the webcast Enhancing Your Resume, presented by the Albers Placement Center. We hope this video will offer ideas on ways to update and revise your resume to better represent yourself to future employers. In the current economic climate, a recruiter may get anywhere between 30 and 3,000 applications for a given job posting. Updating your resume is just one way to further your chances of being noticed by recruiters and hiring managers. Before we get started, here's a little background on our office. At the Albers Placement Center, our goal is to assist the students and alumni of the Albers School of Business and Economics to be successful in their career development and job placement activities. At any time, students and alumni are welcome to come in and make an appointment with a career advisor in our office. Here is our contact information. This presentation will cover the following topics regarding resumes: resume tips and tricks, chronological resumes, core competencies, graduate student and mid-level career change resumes, and finally highlighting accomplishments. Keep in mind that the resume review process is subjective and there are many ways to create a great resume. We encourage anyone with individualized questions to contact us at the Placement Center for one-on-one personalized sessions. Let's take a look at an example of a chronological resume. This is an example that would best fit an undergraduate student or early professional with limited work experience. A few things to note. Watch out for large spaces of either white space or text. This sample resume does a good job of balancing white space and text. However, it is not overly cluttered. Too much white space can make you seem inexperienced, while too much text may deter the reader by seeming to be overly detailed. Next, you'll want to list education at the top, as Amy Smith has done. State right away that you are a student or recent graduate so that the reader understands that the experiences you have been done while you were in college. Here's why this may be beneficial. Let's say you're a student who is working part-time to pay your way through college. Your GPA may not be as high, and showing that you are working while enrolled as a student may explain that to a recruiter. Another reason why listing education on the top is helpful is that a student who has had a lot of work experience may be able to convey a sense of organization, time management, and determination because they worked while they were in school. Finally, most individuals write resumes from the perspective of putting their best foot forward. They write out some key job tasks and share about the kind of work they have done in the past. However, a strong resume includes the most relevant information for a specific job posting, with a focus on competencies and transferable skills, while highlighting key accomplishments. This should be your goal when updating your resume. Looking more closely at this resume example, there are a few things to note. When describing work history, highlight your experience by leading bullet points with action verbs, using either past or present tense to describe your work. Here, the words manage, identify, process, and planned are just some of the action verbs that are used. Next, you'll want to link the content of your resume to the job description. This will show how you meet the qualifications or requirement for the position. You may want to use some of the key terms from the job posting to link your past experience to the new position which you're applying for. By linking your experience to the qualifications, you will be able to show the recruiter or hiring manager how you brought value to your previous positions. Also, adding key terms is beneficial because some employers use resume scanning software as a first pass for reviewing resumes. If your resume passes this stage, it will then be read by an actual recruiter, which is preferred. Core competencies are a way of linking your past experience to the job description. These core competencies help to translate your experience across job types. This is what recruiters often suggest applicants focus on more. Focusing on these core competencies is more helpful than focusing on tasks because tasks may not be the same from position to position. But the use of the core skills to do those tasks can transfer to other positions, which is why they are called transferable skills. In general, core competencies are areas of knowledge, skills, and abilities which relate to professional practice. Some of the most popular core competencies which are seen on resumes include teamwork, leadership, written communication skills, and problem-solving skills. By indicating you have learned some of these key competencies through previous employment, it will show how you can bring value to the future position and your future company. While it is always important to include key competencies, for some individuals it will also be important to include a summary of key experiences based on industry experience. This is an example of a graduate student or mid-career changer resume with a summary of qualifications on top. This summary of qualifications section can serve several purposes. It can offer a snapshot of the applicant's most standout qualities relevant to the position, which can provide guidance for the recruiter or hiring manager to see the key skills the applicant brings as value to the position. In this example, bullet points give a high-level overview of the applicant's experience. These bullet points, as with any summary statement, should be directly correlated to the position for which you have applied. A summary of qualifications section can also show the depth and breadth of an applicant's background, strengths, skills, and competencies. Including one or two adjectives that best describe the relevant traits you bring to the position can further differentiate yourself and your personality. In this case, the person chose to talk about themselves as innovative and hardworking. The summary of qualifications can also replace the objective statement in a way which can often show the direction the applicant is intending to move towards professionally. It is an opportunity to give a short narrative of an applicant, which can often include the skills or traits the applicant desires to use most professionally. Finally, resumes should highlight an applicant's accomplishments. Highlighting accomplishments is another way of showing your value in previous positions. Accomplishments can be more than just awards or recognition. Accomplishments can include successful projects or significant metrics. This is a great opportunity to quantify if possible. Adding quantifiable data provides employers with a clearer picture and scope of your experience. As with all other information on your resume, you'll want to be sure that your accomplishment fits the job profile to which you are applying. You'll want to take a step back and ask yourself the question, what does this say to the employer? The goal of asking this question is to ensure that your representation of your accomplishments provides the recruiter with a complete and accurate depiction of yourself as an applicant. This was a brief overview on a few tips and tricks to enhance your resume. For further information, you can go to the Albers Placement Center webpage, click on Students, and then on Resumes. The address is seen on this screen. You're also free to come in for a one-on-one personalized meeting to meet with one of our career advisors at any time. We hope that you enjoyed this webcast and that you learned a few tricks in order to further enhance your resume. Good luck!